Harley Davidson released the new 2024 Road Glide CVO ST, and by all accounts, this is the best bike Harley Davidson has ever produced. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to buy one. Stick around. And welcome, folks. If this happens to be your first time here, go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate you stopping by. We do a weekly video from the Charlotte, North Carolina region every Thursday related to Harley Davidson. And I know there are a ton of Harley Davidson related channels out there. And I tell you all the time that I appreciate you guys spending 5 or 10 minutes with me every week. So thanks for coming along for the ride. I do appreciate it. And speaking of Harley Davidson channels, before I get started on this week's topic, I did want to bring up two new channels that you really need to check out. If you guys have watched a lot of my videos in the past, we've done install videos, everything from new bars on street glides to exhausts to risers on the Lowrider S, I mean, all kinds of stuff. And usually when we do those installs, I do the camera work and my friend Keith comes over and he does the actual install. He's very skilled at that kind of stuff. Well, he has started his own channel. I mentioned it a couple of times, but I want you to check it out. It's called The Ugly Ones, and it's install videos, it's products, it might be cigars, it might be guns, it might be whatever, but mostly Harley Davidson. He did a video last week that's gotten quite a few views. He has a 2023 Ultra Limited that he bought some Bassani slip-ons. Well, now he just installed the Bassani head pipe, which eliminated the catalytic converter, makes it breathe a little bit better. So he's got a video on that. He's going to do a video, I believe, every Wednesday. So please check out his channel. It's called The Ugly Ones. Like I said, he's my best friend, and I really want to support his channel. The other channel that I want you to check out is called V-Twin Revolution. V-Twin Revolution is a really good channel as far as getting tips on Harley Davidson. And the reason that is, the channel is operated by my friend Sean, who is a master tech with over 20 years experience at a Harley Davidson dealership. So who better to go to for advice on motorcycles? He's done it all. He's excellent at what he does. He's also an FAA licensed drone pilot. So some of his videos are going to have some beautiful drone footage. He does videos, everything. He just did one which was really helpful for a lot of you do-it-yourselfers. If you change your oil and your infotainment system says you still got X amount of miles to your next service, he did a video on how to reset that, which I didn't know how to do. I rely on the dealer for that. So he's just got a lot of really good videos. He did a great review of the bike that we're going to talk about this week, and that is the 2024 Road Glide CVO ST. By all accounts, this is the best motorcycle that Harley Davidson has ever produced. And that came from Sean at V-Twin Revolution. He agreed. Every video I've watched, and there are a gazillion, I'm actually getting kind of sick of seeing the videos about this bike. But there are a ton of videos, and all the feedback has been very positive. I have not heard a lot of negative comments, or if any. If they are, they've been very minor. But by all accounts, it's a great motorcycle. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to buy one. And the first reason, I guess it would go to cost. Now, the motorcycle has an MSRP of $42,999. I think that is a great price for what you're getting. For the upgrades that they've made to that motorcycle, that is a very good price. So I have no qualms with that at all. I'm fine with that. Now, some dealers, and I have not seen this for myself, but I've been seeing in other videos and seeing on different social media outlets that some dealers are marking the bike up as much as $5,000 to $10,000 over MSRP. I'm not willing to do that, to pay that. That will not happen. Now, my friend Josh just purchased this motorcycle from Speedway Harley Davidson, and it was sold to him, I believe, at MSRP. So that's a fair price. I have no problem with that. I'm not willing to now. Again, it's not that I can't. I could take money out of my savings and put $5,000 or $10,000 down and get the payment where I want it to be. But to me, that's just not a wise use of my savings. So I'm going to choose to not buy that bike. And affordability and price is one of the reasons. Another reason is availability. I mentioned my friend Josh. He just put that deposit on his. He's not going to get that bike until April at the earliest. They're just not out there. They're just hard to find. A lot of these dealerships are selling the bike before it even arrives on the showroom floor. Now, I have heard a couple of people say, "Oh, nonsense! My dealer's got one sitting on the showroom floor right now." That tells me that they're probably asking $5,000 to $10,000 over MSRP, and that's why it's sitting there. If it was priced at MSRP, I'm sure it would be sold by now, because they are selling that quickly. It's a great bike. They're moving like crazy, and I get that. I myself, I want to go into the showroom. I want to go over the actual bike that I'm going to buy. I want to hop on it. I want to check it out. I want to ride it. I want to get a feel for it. I'm really not willing to buy something sight unseen without having ridden it. So, yeah, availability is another reason why I'm going to pass. The third reason I'm not going to buy this motorcycle, and for me, this is the most important reason. I love my motorcycle. I've got a 2023 Road Glide ST. You guys have seen it on the channel before. I love that motorcycle. I've taken a lot of time and money to make that bike exactly the way I want it. It sounds the way I want it. It performs the way I want it. It's comfortable. I have no reason to upgrade. Now, if you compare my bike, the 2023 CV or ST, to the 2024 CVO ST, all these acronyms, and that's crazy. But anyway, if you compare the two bikes, what would I be getting for the difference? What would I be getting by upgrading? Well, the suspension is much better. Well, I can upgrade the suspension on my bike if I choose to. I'm very comfortable with it. Having coming off a Road King special with a horrible suspension, this suspension is much, much better than what I had. But if I want to upgrade, I have that option. A bigger motor. I'd go from a 117 to a 121 high output. Look, I haven't even accessed all the power that this thing has. It's a beast. I've got plenty of power. I don't need more power. I'm not one of these guys that has to have a 121, 131, or whatever the heck else. That's not important to me. I get out of this what I want. It's plenty of power for me. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, the infotainment system has been upgraded drastically. Now you've got the 12.3 or whatever screen that has all your gauges and all that stuff. Okay. Being an older guy, I like the old school look of the gauges. I love my analog gauges. Okay. The new infotainment system is great. It's high tech. I hear it's awesome. But again, I came from Road Kings and a Heritage and stuff like that that didn't have anything. So I'm very happy with the infotainment system that I have. It has Apple CarPlay. I can listen to my music. It does everything I need it to do. So that alone is no reason to spend that kind of money to upgrade. None of the reasons that I just gave you combined are reason enough for me to spend that kind of money to upgrade my motorcycle right now. Look, anybody out there that's saying, "Oh man, Harley Davidson, they're killing me, man. I just bought a bike and now they upgraded this." These are the same guys that were complaining that Harley Davidson isn't doing enough to keep up with Indian. So, look, at some point, you've got to say, "Yeah, I love my bike." You went to a dealership at some time and you went in, you saw the bike that you bought, you loved it, you fell in love with it, you had to have it. We just need to be satisfied with what we have. I'm very satisfied with my motorcycle. I rode it yesterday. It just purrs. I love everything about it. I had this conversation with my wife yesterday. She's got a 2020 Lowrider S. She's taken a lot of time to customize that motorcycle exactly the way she wants it. It's a great bike. I rode that yesterday too. Beautiful, beautiful bike. I offered just yesterday. I said, if you want to trade that in on an ST, or if you want to get a Heritage, something more, for touring or something, we can go do that. And she's like, no, I love my bike. It's exactly what I want. I've got it customized the way I wanted it. I don't need to trade. And that's how I feel. While this new Road Glide CVO ST is probably the best motorcycle Harley Davidson has ever produced, I just don't feel the need right now to go to the extra cost to purchase the bike. Now, I don't speak for everybody. And if you did go buy one and you traded in a 2023, I'm not judging you whatsoever. If that's what you want, go do it. Enjoy it. But please comment down below and let me know what you think of the bike. I've yet to hear anybody say they don't like this motorcycle. Like I said, there's a gazillion videos out there about this bike and everybody is raving about it. So obviously it's a great bike. It's a good machine. I'm just not willing right now to upgrade, and I'm happy with what I have. And I hope you're happy with what you have too. And don't feel bad. Don't feel like, oh man, Harley, they're killing me. They're upgrading and I can't. You don't need to. You got the bike you love. Enjoy it. Ride the hell out of it. That's all. Just enjoy the bike you have. So let's all just be satisfied with the bike we have. And that's the end of my rant. So again, check out the ugly ones. Check out V-Twin Revolution, and I will see you guys next time.